This is Out of the Fog. I'm your boy DC, and I'm super excited to have the likes of these two fearless females hanging out to my left. Kim and Katie, what is up?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you know, I want to start off by loving the merch apparel that we're seeing here today.
We're all decked out.
All decked out, and
all.
even to the chain.
Even to the chain. I even got my nails. I don't know
Oh,
if you can
you do? You do. Okay.
We're
you
branded,
represent.
head to toe.
Well, branded. Well, of course, in the marketing communications arena, you're the queen, so it's no wonder. No big deal. Few shrugs.
Cheers.
Ready to go.
Yeah, big
So
deal.
listen, I want to jump right in. It all starts with a dream, doesn't it?
It does.
What was your dream?
3 years ago, it was, I need a backpack, but I don't want a backpack to go around the world with. I just want a backpack to go back and forth to work, just to do my daily activities. But everything was like a little kid's backpack or very masculine, nothing feminine, smart, and sexy. So I looked at my daughter and I said, what do you use? And she said, I don't have a really good backpack either. And I said, well, I think we need to design one. And that was 3 years ago.
Well, it sounds simple to me.
It sounds simple.
And yet, I bet not.
It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun work.
Of course. Now, did you always have a love for fashion and function?
I guess, you know, we both like style and we like a little bit of different kind of things to, you know, kind of accentuate ourselves.
Yeah.
So I guess it was there, but never thought I'd ever be in the fashion accessory business, ever. Like
Wild,
that. No,
eh?
never even thought of that.
I think it's a gift for anyone watching the show whenever there are people come on and they talk about what led them to the curious places that we end up. It's like some of the most amazing things in life are not planned. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
And so she tells you, hey, haul out a bag that actually speaks to you, and you couldn't find one. Did you have that eureka moment as well?
Yeah, but I think it really came when we started to talk to other women. You know, my mom talked to her friend group, I talked to my friend group, and I think that's when we really realized, okay, there's a gap and we need to fill it. Because everyone we talked to said, like, I don't have the perfect bag, right? It's either functional but ugly, which is very important, or it's fashionable but not functional, right? So we were like, we're just gonna meet in the middle. And we had what we called a backpack yak about 3 years ago. That's what we called it on Facebook. We had a Facebook event. And how many people did you invite?
130, 60 said, I want to talk to you about a backpack, and 30 came to our house and met with us. And we had nothing to show them. We just talked about backpacks. That's all we did. And
For like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we collected all the data and we compiled it all, and we had, you know, surveys, and we got people to bring their backpacks, talk about what they didn't like. I created a huge features list. And so then we knew what we had. We had all this amazing data from like 30 women and more women who had you know, taken our survey online. So we just had like this gold basically to work with.
Surveying is geek speak in the marketing world for knowing what you're at before you drop a load of dough. The number of people that actually have the discipline to pursue asking people questions, you can count on a leper's hand. I mean, people just jump in. How important was the feedback to everything you've done since?
Oh, incredible. The two of us, we wouldn't be able to come up with all of that. I mean, I'll give us a lot of credit, but I won't give us that much. But it was really when we brought our designer, Leanne, on board, Leanne Avery. That data that we gave her, she turned that into like what you see today.
That's right.
Yeah, that's her. So
what's her story?
You can tell Leanne's.
Newfoundlander. Yep, and her mom was in the retail world, and Leanne was a designer and moved to outside Montreal, and I just kind of hooked up with her through a mutual acquaintance, and she's been designing for us for the last 2 years, and we love her. She's amazing, and we have an amazing team. Like we have, you know, we have 6 women and
Wow.
1 man on our team right now,
My
and we're having a ball.
gosh.
We're having a ball.
Are they in the basement stitching it up? What are they at?
We're everywhere. We have 2 in BC, 1 in
I love.
Quebec, and
Four of us
4 of
here.
us working out of St. John's. Yeah.
Talk about the value of perspectives from different places to the day-to-day life of your brand.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think one aspect of DIOSA that we love to talk about is DIOSA means goddess in Spanish,
Well, that's
right?
when you get there, yeah, so thank you.
Yeah, so, and we took that from a very special place for us, which is Guatemala. My mom can talk more about that, but she's done a bunch of volunteer work there.
Oh, I was waiting to get to it. I love it. You're bringing it all out. It's amazing.
But yeah, you can talk a bit more about kind of the work you've been doing down there.
So
Yeah,
I guess,
great.
you know, we've taken our team, but yet we've taken another country and looked at culture and looked at women and how they need to be supported. And everyone on our team is all about women, supporting women, and women who want to share women's experience. Like we're open to the world. We want everyone to experience what we're experiencing. But the Guatemala piece is really important because both Kay and I have been there, you know, a couple of times together, and I've been there a number of times. I did some volunteer work there, building classrooms on the school, which Coady and her brother came with me and helped.
That's incredible.
But the last trip we went was just Coady and I, and we went to meet women in the empowerment centers. And it was pretty special, you know, seeing these women, and you actually interviewed a woman.
Yeah.
weaver.
So I think that what really resonated for us is that these women have a traditional craft, which is weaving, and they pass it along to their daughters. And it's down this like maternal line is weaving, and they're the breadwinners of their family mostly, right? So as a mother and daughter duo, that really, really spoke to us of, you know, mothers kind of passing down this craft to their daughters. So that's really woven in our story, pardon the pun.
I love that. See what you did there.
So we brought some little pieces. Can we just show you quickly?
Show me everything. I can't wait.
Well, first we're just going to talk to you about the bag, because the bag we would love to have made in Newfoundland if we could have. We
Right.
couldn't. We would have loved for it to be made in Guatemala to support people in Guatemala, but because of the, I guess, the technology and the manufacturing and the access to materials, we couldn't find anyone to do that in those places. So of course we went to overseas. So this is our prototype,
Okay.
and this is just about to, well, we've ordered. It's going to be not a whole lot different than this, but they're coming in January.
Okay.
That's one of the pieces that come in it. That's our little, like it's our evening bag, it's your everyday bag, your crossbody bag, if you just want to have something that's a little bit small.
Wicked. Love it.
And then the backpack, why this is so different is because not only is it a backpack, but you can actually take off these,
Oh.
and it's a versatile bag now, so it doesn't have to look like a backpack. So when you travel, you can actually hook this onto
Boom.
your pull luggage, and your passport and your boarding pass goes in here. And then,
Oh yeah, we thought of everything.
I can tell.
and the back is nice and flat, so it lays down, so your computer slides in and out.
Which is perfect for my life.
Got all the little pockets. So it's not just for women, but we designed it. We had an occupational therapist actually look at the back strap piece so that it would fit a woman's frame, because that was the problem with those backpacks, is that they didn't fit properly on women. So we made sure that this actually was, it's not, I'm not going to say it's the perfect woman, but it's the frame of a typical woman. Is how we matched that. But it does fit most women who've used it, so we haven't had
A
any
typical
issues.
woman's an oxymoron in my books.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely. For the
That's right.
extraordinary woman.
Yes,
Extraordinary
Bring
woman.
it back. I love it. God is language.
And then we have a little retractable keychain, so your keys never go anywhere but there, because we're always putting those in the bottom of our bags.
It's true.
And then a little pocket in the front. And the strap that Katie was going to show us is for your crossbody strap.
Which
so
is, I get
a lot
it.
of people like to wear it kind of
Messenger
briefcase
bag
style.
I like
style?
that.
Yeah.
That's the style I like too.
So it'll be like that.
Check it out. You see the information below, how you can get at these fantastic women, their growing team, and their incredible product. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Come back
It's
and let
fun.
us know how it's growing and going, would you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Guys, this is
great.
Out of the Fog, right back after this break.